Welcome guys, so this will be my 7th Brothers War draft. Let's just get on with it. Okay, we have the Terisian Mindbreaker. It's a 6/4 for 7. Whenever it attacks, defending player mills half their library rounded up, and you can unearth it. That seems good. It's very, very blue to unearth it. You might want to play mono blue with this guy. I am just drafting for my collection, so I'm going to grab this guy. Seems like fun to me. Oh, and we've got Hurkyl's Final Meditation, sure. That actually goes well with this one. You want to kind of hold off the opposing forces whilst you mill your opponent to death. So, yeah, we'll take that rare as well. Okay, but what's the best card in this pack? Do we just ignore our first two choices here? Is this too absurd to make work? Maybe it's fine. Tell you what goes well with Hurkyl's Final Meditation. Auras. And get that back to my hand and tap down the first creature that they try and replay. So I'm thinking sort of mono blue control. I think, you know, if you get the right stuff, the right rares, maybe this is a good setup. Okay, so if we're going down this route, the obvious one to pick, I think, is Machine Over Matter. Just have an early bounce spell as well. I mean, this might not work at all, but I'll tell you what, I've just run into Evangel of Synthesis. This thing's terrifying. So, for the draw 2 deck, yeah, so 3/3, you know, it's a 3/3 menace for 2 basically, if you can keep drawing cards with stuff. But let's not get too excited. There's Wing Commander as well. Good cheap flyer. Coastal Bulwark is a good defensive card that can surveil for 1 every turn. I sort of think in this kind of deck, maybe this is better than Machine Over Matter. Just a cheap early blocker on the ground. Yeah, I'm going to actually grab Coastal Bulwark. Right. Combat Thresher draws cards. Assembly Worker. Maybe we could go for a sort of Assembly Worker side project. That might be fun. Union of the Third Path. That's a control card, if ever I saw one. 1/4 lifelink. Yeah. Third Path Savant. Get to draw 2 cards if you get 7 mana. It's, you know, it could happen. It's also a 3-drop. It's also blue. Maybe you want to go for the Assembly Worker plan, because that's just kind of fun. And it doesn't mean having to go into another colour. So let's go for Assembly Worker. Right, Air Marshal, just an okay 2-drop. Combat Courier, card draw. Card draw artifact. Okay, I'm not sure how this deck is going to work, really, but I think Combat Courier is part of the... It's going to be part of it. And I guess if we're going assembly workers, we like things like mine workers. Sushi Cave Guard. I don't know if we're ramping out an 8-drop, though. So I'm just having to ignore all these cards which I know are good. And try and find the... try and find my strategy. So I feel like Fallaji Excavation could be pretty good, but then it's double green. You don't really want to go that far into green. I'll take a mine worker here. Let's get some 2-drops. Right, Levitating Statue. That says control deck. It's not good with Hurkyl's Final Meditation, though, because that resets all the counters. Archaeologist, you can get a non-creature, non-land card. That's pretty good. If we're playing lots of non-creature, non-land cards. I think I don't want mill as the only win condition, so I think I want to take Levitating Statue as an alternative win condition. Okay, I am a fan of Burnished Hart. That's a nice colourless ramp card. There's also Combat Courier again. Big creature, big blue creature. Dig site. I like the Burnished Hart. I'm going to take that. Very, very artifacty. Symmetry Matrix. So far, we've got, I guess, a couple of creatures that work with Symmetry Matrix. Something happened. I think we're fine. So obviously Demolition Field isn't going to be any good. Let's rule that one out. Small black flyer. Maybe that's the best card here. Disciples of Gix. Tell you what, that does find Terisian Mindbreaker and puts it in the graveyard. Maybe that's arguably a card. Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, exile the graveyard. You can sack it for a card. Pretty good. Colorless Rock. It's expensive. I think I like a Soul Guide Lantern here. And if we're going, maybe we're going blue-black. Oh, okay, Meticulous Excavation is... This always goes quite late, though. We might get another one. It is an uncommon. But this goes well with, Unearth, so it goes well with Combat Courier, Terisian Mindbreaker. I don't know how hot... This is just an aggro card, the blue-black card, so let's try the combo card here. Union of the Third Path, yeah. Okay, probably time to start picking these up. So, that's a big chunky blocker on the ground. That's a chunky flying blocker. And it's an artifact. Maybe we want the flyer here. And Fallaji Excavation goes all the way around. Hello, hello. Loran of the Third Path, you say? Destroy one artifact or enchantment. And we can each draw a card. Yeah, I think that works. Thran Spider. Oh, that's exciting. Right, so this gives both of us a Power Stone token. I'm loving that. That's a very good pickup here. Right. So, blue-white artifact control, probably. Yeah. I don't think we're playing Disciples of Gix. Oh, Hurkyl's Final Meditation and Union of the Third Path is quite a nice synergy. I like that. Okay, splitting the Power Stone. Sacrifice an artifact, make 2 Power Stone tokens. If the sacrificed artifact was legendary, draw a card. Well, that's not going to happen, is it? Okay, Deadly Riposte is the removal spell here. Nice cheap removal spell. I gain 2 life. I think that goes with the deck really well. Power Stone Engineer's alright. Mission Over Matter's alright. Let's take that one. Hello, Takasia's welcome. Doesn't actually go with the deck, but I'm going to draft this anyway. We just don't... Well, unless we can get creatures. We've got 9 creatures, I suppose. Okay. So, and it has to be cheap creatures, mana value 3 or less. So we have actually Thran Spider, Burnished Hart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 cheap creatures. Okay. Heavyweight Demolisher, huge creature. No, I don't think so. Another Deadly Riposte seems good. Scatter Ray. Maybe that is good. I think I like the Deadly Riposte a bit more. Curate, of course, is going to be good. Let's get an actual, honest-to-goodness removal spell. This would be a good Yoshin Dissident deck, wouldn't it? We have a lot of artifacts. We're also trying to play a couple of spells that have triple blue. Don't know how... yeah, this is kind of an aggressive artifact thing. Disenchant. A lot of targets for Disenchant. Takasia's Onulet is a bit more life gain. We've kind of got a life gain theme. Not the strongest strategy in Magic. So desynchronize and another Combat Courier. I think I take a second Combat Courier here. Keeper of the Cadence lets me recycle my own stuff. And if I'm trying to, and he's a solid blocker, so that might make a lot of sense. Mightstone's animation might make some sense. Just get a big 4/4 creature. No, I think I like Keeper of the Cadence. That seems like a control card. So we're just going to ignore this Yoshin Tactician. We're not doing soldiers this time. Still very tempting for some reason. Fallaji Archaeologist has to be non-creature, non-land card. Well, let's give that a shot. Yep, there's the mass production. Defabricate. Counter target artifact or enchantment. Or activated or triggered ability. Or just Urza's Rebuff. Counters anything. That seems better. Let's get that. It's definitely an Urza's Rebuff deck. Okay, protect creatures. I think we like drawing cards. We'll go for the Savant. Splitting the Power Stone. Maybe we actually take Splitting the Power Stone here, because there's nothing else. I will put it in the sideboard though. Military Discipline, not interested in that. So, Yotian Medic. Yeah, solid blocker. Liquid metal coating, you say? Okay, that can go well with Disenchant. Can go well with Loran of the Third Path. But it is a combo card, which means it's inherently weak. It needs another card to actually make it good. So I think, technically speaking, you should not pick this in draft. Maybe in constructed, yeah, you could do stuff with it. But if you do, yeah, we've got one disenchant effect. So it'll be a needle in a haystack to actually bring these two cards together. I can't think of any other combination that's good. So I think we just take the Curate here. I think that's the safe option. And there's a disenchant. Okay. Yeah, let's take a disenchant. Hello, hello. So we've got Takasia, Dixite Mentor. Now, the interesting thing, I actually have 4 copies of Takasia. But I don't have any copies of Door to Nothingness. So what's the big deal? You just need 10 mana, of 2 of each colour, and you win the game. Your opponent loses the game, to be technically accurate. Where's the mana fixing? Do we have any mana fixing? I don't think we have mana fixing. Burnished Hart can find basic land cards. And is Takasia a reasonable card for the deck? Blue, green, white. Takasia might be a reasonable card for the deck. We might try and play Takasia. But I am tempted by the Door to Nothingness, because I don't have one. I should probably look at the other cards. Third Path Savant, Yotian Medic, Onulet. Takasia's worth 20 gems, I suppose. No, I don't think we're gonna... Whilst it's tempting to draft this for the collection. Maybe I just... yeah. Okay, I think I'll try and make Takasia work in this deck. And it's 20 gems anyway, so that's something. Right, Static Net. Yeah, good removal card. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Prison Sentence is good as well. But I think I like the... definitely in this deck we like Power Stones, so Static Net seems good. Okay, Keeper of the Cadence again. Right. Well, if Chaplain can get cheap creature or plains card, there's a decent 2-drop there. There's another Urza's Rebuff. Maybe we like counterspells quite a lot. And there's an Evolving Wilds, which that would help us get to Kezia. But we're fairly blue, so I think we can play Urza's Rebuff. So I'm going to grab that. Scatter Ray that's going to be a good counterspell, so it hits artifacts or creatures. There's another Urza's Rebuff. Oh, Mindworker, that's right. We already have a Mindworker though. Third Urza's Rebuff or a Scatter Ray. I think we take a Scatter Ray, to be honest. Right, Paratrooper, Courier, Archaeologist. Another Mindworker. Evolving Wilds. I think, yeah, 2 Combat Courier is probably enough. I think just improve the land base, take an Evolving Wilds at this point. There's a Disenchant. Oh, there's Energy Refractor. Yeah, I think we want that one. Union of the Third Path or Yotian Medic. And we're in pack 3. Well, we've got a few decent 3-drops, I suppose, haven't we? I suppose, yeah, I've got to remember we've got Takasia's Welcome. That's the reason why we'd pick Yotian Medic. Yeah, okay, let's try the Yotian Medic and go for a few chunky blockers. Oh, Ivory Tower. I can't resist an Ivory Tower. That seems like a control deck thing. That's a nice late pickup. And a bit more. Let's have some card draw. Yeah. Yeah, there's another Union. There's a Machine Over Matter. I think Machine Over Matter is starting to get quite good for this this kind of thing. We've picked way too many cards. I'll take another Union of the Third Path. I like life gain. There's a reason behind the life gain. We're buying time to build up our mana base. I want to get to 7 mana, so my Third Path Savants can start drawing me 2 cards. Keeper of the Cadence, Mightstone's Animation. I suppose there's an argument that's quite good when it gets bounced back to your hand from Hurkyl's Final Meditation. Don't know how many Keeper of the Cadence we really want. I don't think we're going to play 2 of them. Let's try this. Let's take a Tokasia's dig site. That seems good. Another mine worker. I've only seen mine worker assembly workers really. Let's try the archaeologist here. Another archaeologist. That's a lot of archaeologists. Don't want too many dig sites. Oh, another union of the third path. Okay, let's have 3 of those. Okay. Very different kind of deck for me today. Not sure this is going to be any good at all, but... Right, let's cut the... kind of the fat out of the deck, right? So... I mean, cards that that are combo cards don't really do anything on their own. That's just life gain. That's removal. Disenchant doesn't hit enough targets. Archaeologists. Curate. Drop the Curate. Yeah, drop that. I think well, definitely drop Mine Worker and Self-Assembler, because that just didn't go anywhere. And then decide, are we going for early creatures, or do we want Tokasia's Welcome? Just drop Union at the third path, just for now. Drop that, drop Tokasia. Drop some of the top end things here. Just a little trim. Let's look at the mana curve. So looks like we need to drop a 3-drop. I guess drop 1 third path Savant. So how many creatures is that? 13 creatures. And you just have to think, well, how is this going to win games? We do have a bit of card draw. Bit of removal. And I do kind of want to bring it back, Union of the Third Path and Ivory Tower. That seems good. Possibly we can even just drop Burnished Hart. Because we've got other cheaper ways of ramping. We've got Thran Spider. Probably have to decide whether we're a Tokasia's Welcome deck or a Levitating Statue deck. So are we going for cheap creatures or going for non-creature spells? Because I think one thing we could do, just drop the Welcome, drop the Medics, and then we can put, that makes enough room to put in 3 unions of the third path. Ivory Tower. Got all the archaeologists. We've got these 3 archaeologists that can just help us dig for Ivory Tower. That's certainly interesting. It's probably, I say this about every deck, this is probably a 0-3. But because this is, I am just venturing into unknown territory with this kind of strategy. I much prefer my mid-range, my aggro decks. But anyway, I will call that end of part 1 and have a very serious think about this deck. Right, thanks for watching so far. Okay, I think I've got the deck into a state that I'm happy with. So, as I mentioned before, I think there's probably 2 strategies you go for. There's the sort of creatureless approach, which this is what I've gone for. So, it makes Levitating Statue very good. It makes Fallaji Archaeologist very good. So there should be a lot of targets for this to hit. I'm curious, I don't know, I have no idea if it'll work or not, but I've got a fair amount of removal in here. We just try and slow down the opponent. You gain a bit of life. And then eventually we draw a Terisian Mindbreaker and hopefully get to hit them with it and mill them. And then just hopefully, stay alive long enough that they run out of cards. We have the Hurkyl's Final Meditation to as a bit of a board sweeper. Should slow them down quite a bit as well. And I've got 3 counter spells in the deck: Scatter Wraith, 2 Urza's, Rebuff. A smattering of creatures. I've just got 8 creatures. I suppose Levitating Statue is my sort of alternate win condition. This could maybe get big and fly over and finish them off. But with things like Ivory Tower and 3 Union of the Third Path, we're gaining quite a bit of life. So smaller creatures we hopefully don't have to worry too much about. We can kind of counteract that damage with our life gain. It's just then we can use our removal on their larger threats. So that's the theory. Most recent changes, I've realised I could probably cut Combat Couriers from the deck. I don't think they're doing a lot. They're just, you can imagine using them as chump blockers against a large creature, drawing a card, sacrifice to draw a card, and that's fine. But it's not very exciting. I think I dropped these and I brought in, I thought Disenchant can come in. It's got quite a few targets. I'd rather have another removal spell, basically. And I brought in Keeper of the Cadence. So you might notice I've got the 3 Archaeologists. They mill me 3 times, mill me for 3 cards. So I might run out of cards first. So Keeper of the Cadence is there for just in case I'm going to mill myself out. I think, and he's a decent blocker. He's a big body, 2/5. So this might be important in this deck. And if you mill out your entire deck, you can just keep recurring Hurkyl's Final Meditation, potentially. You'd need a lot of mana for that, but yeah, 10 mana, but that could be funny. So I like, it's a funny idea. And I'm going to try this out. Now, there is a creature version of the deck. So that's probably the creature version. We cut the counter spells, we cut the statue, we cut all these Union of the Third Path life gain things. And we play Tokasia's Welcome. And then we play all of these sort of 3-drop or less creatures. Medic, Courier, Third Path Savant. I think we play Meticulous Excavation, because this can bounce opponent back to your hand. So we're looking for come into play effects. So obviously that's going to work. That's going to be card draw with Tokasia's Welcome. We can play Energy Refractor, because we can bounce that and replay it for a bit of card draw. Yeah. So that could be another way of just getting an advantage, but it's less of a control kind of deck. I think. I suppose we're still trying to we can try to control the board with like these big toughness creatures, and eventually just trying to mill out my opponent, which can work. I've seen it work before against me. But I just fancy doing the creatureless, the 8 creature deck approach in draft, because it's kind of interesting and exciting. And it might go 0-3, but I'm okay with that. So here we go. Yeah, and I was going to say the Fallaji Archaeologist, I felt like that kind of does a similar job to the Combat Courier for less mana, and it's a better blocker. So I don't think I need Combat Courier. Okay, well, this is interesting, isn't it? We've got Levitating Statue, a couple of unions of the third path. We only have 2 land. Right, let's keep this. We have to try and draw a third land, otherwise it's going to be over very quickly. There it is. Okay, well, he's going to find his land. He's doing a bit of self-mill as well. So, oh, mono green. Is it? No, he's got black mana. Sorry, it's black green. Right. Let's go for the statue. And we're hoping he plays an artifact that I can blow up with Loran at the third path. That would be cool. Interesting, it is an artifact. We've hit double blue, which is good. If we do get a counter spell, this is gonna just, yeah, it's a mana dork. I think we blow it up to just try and slow down my opponent. So I'm running Loran of the third path and Disenchant, which might be a bit ambitious. It might be a weak point if my opponent doesn't have any artifacts or enchantments, but we'll see. Transmogrant Altar, interesting. Another artifact. Okay, do we care about this? No. Okay. We could play an Archaeologist here. And potentially that will put a card in our hand, hopefully. Okay, no, we whiffed. It was just an Archaeologist and a couple of land. Now we've got a nice healthy blocker, I would say. 1/4 blocker. Okay guys, Corsair. That's a good one. And he managed to put 3 creatures in his graveyard already. So that's a bit of a problem for us. Okay, let's curate first. Urza's Rebuff is too late. Because that's, yeah, just too big of a creature to deal with. Okay, Union of the third path, definitely graveyard. Yeah, let's just try and get closer to an actual answer to this. Well, that's going to have 3 power, so We have a blocker. Another archaeologist, maybe. Yeah. I did not tap Loran to draw a card. Well, we managed to... Oh, yeah. That'll do nicely. I was forgetting I get to keep that. Okay. Right, well, we could subjugation it, but he could have a removal card here. I'm okay with it. I'm going to just block with everything. Is there a black instant that gives Death Touch in this set? No? I'm just going to block like that. I think I tap Loran for a card because I'm not hitting my land drops and it's giving me anxiety. Even if, you know, it might give him a follow-up threat, but I think I'll have to just take that risk. I need to get closer to playing my board sweeper, I think. Okay. That gets disfigured, so we don't kill his dude. We only do it 4 damage. Okay. Exile, not target non-creature artifact. Yep, he can kill my threat here, the Levitating Statue. Fair enough. That gets sacrificed, makes a 3/3, yep. Target this opponent, please. Okay, we did hit a land drop. Very happy about that one. He hasn't activated Haywire Might yet. So I can always keep... Well, I have to keep 2 mana open to turn this into a creature. I think it's now time to do Weakstone Subjugation. Decline that. And I feel pretty well set up here. No need to panic. Oh yeah. Well, silly me. I forgot he could do that. Yes, he does not have to hit my scary artifact, of course. I think I assume he's going to attack. We'll just chuck the Loran in the way. Like that. And we're going to draw a card as well, to be honest with you. Got to hit these land drops. The other thing is, there could be a very important card in the graveyard. Okay, good, no. Oh, he's going to mill me. I don't like that. Uh-oh. Yeah, Keeper of the Cadence just hit the graveyard. That's the one I was relying on. Okay, he's tapped out. I'm going to, in response, I'm going to Deadly Riposte this thing. That is some ramp he's got there. Okay. Right, my turn. Okay, I think we might be going for... You know what? Why did I play the land? Why did I play the land? I'm just not thinking. Right, because obviously you get more life with Union. There's a 5/5. We'll get him in 5 turns, I guess. Okay. To remember, Union of the Third Path first before we play any land. Okay, good point, yeah. I'll have to let that through. Union of the Third Path first. Get for getting 4 life. Better than nothing. Play a land. Do we want to static net anything? Well, we could. But then we wouldn't be able to activate this. Two-turn clock as well, if we can do 1 spell. Wow, we did it. Need to just tighten up a little bit on my Union of the Third Path timing there. I want to cast it when I've got a few more cards in my hand, sort of before I make my land drop. But we didn't go 0-3. I'm pretty impressed. And I sort of wonder if I could get away with playing 50 cards. I just put in the creature strategy as well. And then I don't need to worry as much about milling myself to death. Okay, good. Levitating Statue opening hand and a Deadly Riposte. Still need to draw that 3rd land. There it is, good. We're lucky. Suppose we could even go up to 18 land with this deck. He's a dwarf. Do we ramp our opponent with Thran Spider? We could do. I could just union of the third path here as well. Just, it'll get me an extra life point. So Deadly Riposte, that's the ward on here is costing me how much? 2 life? Okay. Okay, that's cool. Right. I think I'm going to ramp my opponent here, but I'll play a Thran Spider. That's a bit of a blocker. And we've got plenty of islands. Let's get another plains. So the interesting thing this does is it 7 mana to look at the top 4 for an artifact card to put in your hand. Oh right, so he has the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, 2/2 double strike, absolutely terrifying. We can dump it in the graveyard with Loran. And yeah, it'll come back. Yeah, I think it's I think this is good. I think this just slows it down a bit. And we'll play this guy as well. Okay, Deadly Riposte or Weakstone Subjugation just kind of kills anything, so let's take that. Interesting. The another person playing the Swiftfoot Boots. Oh, that's a lot of spells. Draws a card. I could have blocked with that, but I won't. No blocks. Okay, right. How about Deadly Riposte on here, because he has no mana up. Yeah, Deadly Riposte. Has prowess, but yeah, he definitely can't cast a spell, so let's kill that. Yeah, we have to pay 2 life. That's fine. Good. I'm going to animate this and swing. And the turn. I might draw a card with Loran of the third path. Okay, so you can go a bit wide now with this guy. Oh yeah, and that can't be targeted now. Good move. But let's draw a card. Oh, let's Curate, sure. Let's Union of the third path. We don't need that island, I think, but not particularly. Oh, and before we play the land, we're just going to Union first. Oh, yeah, play an island, and then we've got a counterspell up. And we just need to tap planes and that one to activate him. Swing in for 5. And turn. Right. Yeah, an unearth would be an ability, wouldn't it? It's not a spell I can counter. Tyrant of Courageous, yeah, 4/5 flying. That's pretty scary. Deals 4 damage to any target. Yeah, let's rebuff that. Yeah, that did it. Okay, it's a good start, but both games I managed to have a turn 2 Levitating Statue, which they haven't had an answer to. The first guy had a Haywire Might, but he wanted to obviously free his Gaia's Corsa so he could keep drawing cards. Okay, a lot of land. Oh, turn 2 statue again. Can't spell static that. We're on the draw, so if he gets something aggressive early on. Oh, Thopter Mechanic. Yeah, I forgot about this card. So yeah, 2/1, and it gets bigger and bigger when you draw your second card each turn. I'll just go for Levitating Statue first. I could go for Coastal Bulwark. It's a tricky choice. Actually, let's go for Coastal Bulwark. Just because that stops 2 damage coming in. It's going to match me, okay. I am going to go ahead and play my statue, which leaves me open. I don't have my counter spell up, so he could do something absolutely dreadful this turn. For 4 mana. Okay, Third Path Savant, not the worst thing in the world. We've got 2 counter spells, wow. But he looks mono blue at the moment. I will go ahead and use my Bulwark. Got a couple of land drops in hand, so I don't really need them. Okay, I think that's a reasonable spell to have. Sure, let's have another one. Now I don't mind hitting a land drop. The rock. Here comes the rock, okay. Counterspell it, or do we just Deadly Riposte it? I'll counterspell it. Excuse me. So yeah, he was going to get a Power Stone out of that, so probably worth doing. Yeah, I'm going to keep this island. I need a land drop, so. Should I be swinging in for 2 damage? Maybe. Excuse me. I think we've got enough land now, so I'll just start ditching land. Okay, the Keeper, if we play this, we can't counterspell. So we need another land. That's the first thing. And I think I'm going to start swinging in for 2 damage. Mightstone animation. Yeah, he doesn't have an artifact to go with it, I suppose. Okay, doing that before he draws, very smart. He probably wants to keep hitting land so he can start drawing off the third path savant. Archaeologist, yeah, I think that's fine. I think I'll keep that. Okay, let's put a stop on my draw step. Because I kind of want to do the same trick he's done. I don't mind if he attacks me because I've got Deadly Riposte. That's my reasoning. Oh, I know what's on top. Never mind. Little mistake there. Right. Main phase, please. Now we've got a choice here. Swing for 2. I'll play an Archaeologist. I'll play an Archaeologist. Oh, I'll take a Disenchant. And then I could Disenchant his Bulwark, potentially. Courier, yeah. Okay, sacking that for a card, sure. Oh yeah, that gets bigger. I forgot about that guy. More card draw, yeah. Okay, I could just disenchant your Bulwark here to slow you down because he's getting too much card selection, I think. Okay, Thran Spider. Play the Thran Spider, sure. Oh, I've given him enough mana now to activate his third path Savant. I'm not sure that was a good idea. Next. Keep up counter magic. Can always static net the third path Savant. Or maybe I want to just static net the actual threatening thing he draws with Third Path Savant. That is the other theory. Okay, that's coming back. Sure. Okay, let's do this thing again. Union of the Third Path, sure. We can draw that. And then we just want to remember to cast that first. Draw another one, okay. Just got to, yeah, I think we just activate this guy. Oh, he's got Machine Over Matter. Are we going to be slightly greedy here and counter that? Yeah, I think let's counter that. Leaves us vulnerable to a big spell. He's got another Machine Over Matter. Okay, no problem. Okay, both Machine Over Matters are gone. So there's my counter spell. So, I mean, this Thopter mechanic could get out of control here. Maybe I should have been worrying about that a bit more. It's 5/4, because you might very well have counter magic to back it up and defend it. Okay, so I block that and kill it. And he draws a card. I'll go for that. See if he's got a bounce spell or something. Okay. So we'll start again with Levitating Statue. Okay, that's getting counterspelled. Fair enough. Therefore, we static net the Thopter mechanic, because that's sort of... it's getting a little bit out of control. It might be an overreaction. Maybe it's fine, but... we just have to see if he does something absolutely horrendous this round. Because he knows I don't have mana for a counter spell. Okay, let's just see. 16 cards to 14. I'm going to curate now. Ivory Tower. Nice. I'll just drop an island. Pop the Ivory Tower. Good luck killing me now. See, he doesn't have a counterspell. Good. How about Keeper? Can we play a Keeper? How about Archaeologist? I'll play an Archaeologist. Hopefully, okay, we whiffed. We whiffed. So I've just sort of wasted a card in hand. So I don't get... yeah, I should have chilled out there and not done anything. Would have had a guaranteed bit of life gain. Never mind. So what did we lost? We lost the other archaeologist in a couple of land. Okay, we're on 10 cards left. He's on 13. We do have this crucial card in the hand to help us not run out. So, I'm going to have to spend another card here. I'm going to do Deadly Riposte on that. Basically does 6 damage, doesn't it? And I can't really kill it with my creatures. And I should have probably... well, no. Maybe not. Okay, Blade Coil Serpent. Nice. Okay, that's the big scary thing. Right. And you're drawing how much? Because it's all blue, isn't it? 3 cards. Okay. You're going to go down to 10. I'm down to 10 as well. I think I just, yeah, draw an extra card with this. Don't gain any life. But we can Weakstone Subjugation that, because it's a 5, but is a 5/4 creature that scary, really? No, I think we just have to chill here. I'm going to... can I play Keeper of the Cadence here? No, I still don't think I can play that, really. Okay, let's chill. No attacks, end turn. Okay, he's got his own Levitating Statue, so that's a bit of a big scary thing. But Subjugation can take that down as well. Okay, let's pass to blockers. Chuck a 1/4 in the way. Pass the damage. And we'll do a Deadly Riposte. See if it gets counterspelled. And we'll scry or surveil with that. Terisian Mindbreaker. Okay. So, he's got counter magic up, I guess. I think maybe just forget about the Ivory Tower, just for the moment. I think player planes, play the Keeper of the Cadence, which is another really important card, and see if he counterspells it. Okay, it resolves. Eight cards left to 7. Mightstone animation on there, okay. Very scary. It's a 5/5 flyer. Okay, yep. It's going to concede there. Okay. think my 5-drop that can recycle my graveyard may have been the difference there. It's quite interesting. Okay, off. Levitating Statue, opening hand again. Ridiculous. We don't have double blue for Urza's Rebuff. That's the only drawback there. And when we have a 5-drop as well. But that's fine. And we kind of hope my opponent is playing an artifact creature or an enchantment. Could be awkward. Hey, it's an artifact. We could blow up a 1/2. I haven't had turn 1 Ivory Tower yet. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so we've got a counter spell up. We can disenchant a 2/1 creature, which I guess is sort of threatening. See what he does. We let this through, of course, and then we see what he does to see if we have to counter something. Tower Worker, okay. Well, it does ramp him, but it's only 1 damage. I'm gonna disenchant the 2/1. So blue-white artifacts, I guess. Blue-white-black, yep. Take the damage. Not worth risking my fledgling Levitating Statue, I think. Do I tap out for Keeper of the Cadence now? No. No. Do not think so. Do not think that is a good idea. He's got 3 cards. He's not doing anything. Okay, good. Right, we will curate. Okay, just land on top. Okay, Plains goes Graveyard. I think I could use another island, so I'm going to take that island. Because you can't trust your deck to give you an island. Okay, now we do the Union. Like that. Getting 4. And we'll play a Plains. Oh, Mazemind Tome. It is a card draw thingy. Basically. Fair enough. Nice. Yes, could have countered that. I won't counter the card draw, I'll counter the threats. That's my theory. Okay. And we'll just think about whether we can play Keeper of the Cadence. 7 mana. I think we can. I think we've got Scatter Ray available. See if he's got a counterspell, actually. And we could start attacking, of course, with Statue. It is a 4/4. Disenchant. Yeah, you got me. Yeah. I sort of tapped out for this. Power Plant Worker. That's actually pretty nasty. 4/4. Let's counter it. I could swing in, but I'm not going to. And I could Deadly Riposte this as well, but I'm not going to. And I can put 2 artifacts, instants, or sorceries on the bottom of my library. Let's start doing that. Okay, Weakstone Subjugation. Just taps him down. And then I'm facing down, yeah, 2 damage a turn. Is it worth a counterspell? I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's riposte the 1/3 that's giving you a point of mana. That's going to slow down your clock a little bit. And I'm going to use this guy. No, your graveyard. Your graveyard. Don't give him his stuff back. I think Deadly Riposte could be good. Certainly Levitating Statue is going to be good. Tap back in the deck. Ooh, recommissioned, nice. That's a 3/2 now. I could have counted that. Another tower worker, another 1/3. Yeah. Let's use this to go to my graveyard and put Disenchant back in the deck on the bottom. And let's see if we can find something else good. Your graveyard. I think Deadly Riposte is going to be quite good, so that should go back in the deck. Right. Well, Static Net kind of ramps me out. A Power Stone. I'm going to take out the 3/2 because that's the most threatening thing. And go next, end turn. Gains 4 life. Draws a card. Clay Revenant, okay. Archaeologist, okay. Are you just going to get beaten down by these little creatures? Another Revenant, wow. Okay, let's use this ability. Let's go to my graveyard. Let's think about maybe a Scatter Ray, would that be good? Or Union of the Third Path. Maybe Union of the Third Path would be good. I'm not sure I've got a way of shuffling my deck, actually. Really getting beaten down very, very slowly. I could Subjugation something, like a Clay Revenant. Feels terrible to do that. But it's going to slow down his win here. Slightly. Feels so bad. Okay. Decline. And enter. So he's doing, yeah, he's going to get me in 7 turns, so at the moment. Well, it's going to be 5 turns. Obviously, yeah, countering that's not much good. So now it's going to be 4 turns with these with this 4 damage. Hey, we have a creature. Okay, let's take the Union of Third Path. And we have a Terisian Mindbreaker as well. We could just use that and mill him a bit. He might have a counter spell or something. But this is the most effective use of this is going to be right now. It's going to take out the most cards off the top of his deck. So I think we should do that. But then we don't have counter magic at all, so we may have made a huge mistake there. Oh, and it's getting exiled as well. I might have wanted to put it back in the deck. I didn't think about that. He's only got 7 cards left. What else has he got in here? Yeah, more artifacts. He does have a big creature or 2. So that was a bit reckless there, tapping all my blue mana. So I probably deserve to lose now. But I was just greedy for mill there. I thought, oh, I can mill, was it 7 or 8 cards? Should be in here. Rounded up, 8 cards I milled, by the way. Block here, take 3. So I can either Union now or Union after I draw a card. That would get me an extra life point, which might be important. And I'll still be able to... Oh, another Urza, okay. That's a 2/4 Urza, that's quite scary. Yeah, let's go to my turn. Ooh, Ivory Tower. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Right, let's tap like that. Gain 3 life. Let's tap that and play an Ivory Tower. And let's try not to play any more cards and see if we can get the Ivory Tower going. We can only afford to do one counter spell. So I'll block the 2/4. Take 4. And we'll go ahead and let's see. We've got 18 cards left in the deck, so yeah, I don't think we need to use that. I assume, but let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. It's just a case of whether he can. Your graveyard. Yeah, Thran Spider should be in the deck. Oh, good card. But I sort of need some discipline here to not use cards. Because all Deadly Riposte is, it stops 1 damage coming in. And that's exactly what Ivory Tower does without me having to play any cards. So 4 damage. Got 4 cards left. Always got Urza's Rebuff to tap down a couple of things. Okay, this thing is going to be a 6/6. I think we can Urza's Rebuff that. Okay, over to my turn. Keep that in my hand. Try not. Hopefully, I don't have to cast any more spells. So it's 4 damage coming through again. Past the blockers, block there. My turn. Okay, Loran the Third Path. We just have to use this and kill something. We could kill Weakstone Subjugation, actually. And then that guy will start untapping. Which will help me in future turns. And hopefully we can survive this turn. No attacks. And turn. Do have a Deadly Riposte. You might have a counter spell. We'll just see. Yeah. Past the blockers. Block the Urza. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage going through, right? One blocker. I hope I'm not messing this up somehow. 2 cards left. Because Loran can make him draw an extra card as well, which is quite funny. Have I messed this up? I hope not. Down to 1. Really want to use that Deadly Riposte, but I shouldn't. Go over to my turn. determined to try and get this ivory tower to work. No attacks. End turn. Okay, right. So pass 2 blockers. First of all, right, the 0/3. You block Urza. We can take out one of those. We can take out one of those. And trade off. And we're taking 2 damage. So let's do 3 blockers like that. Ooh, it's tense. We're taking 2 damage at the moment. 3 blockers. We will Deadly Riposte on a tower worker. To get 3 life points. We will tap Loran. And we'll pass to damage. And I think I should survive. On 2 life, I hope. That's coming back, okay. Ivory Tower hasn't given me a single point of life yet. It's kind of annoying. But we were gonna gain a point of life from it the following turn. Honestly. That was epic. Just an army of small creatures just nearly took me down there. Okay, 4 wins. We're past the 50-50 mark. How about this one? Oh, wow. My run of getting a turn 2 Levitating Statue continues. That is absolutely amazing. Let's keep 7. Wouldn't mind seeing a first turn Ivory Tower one of these days. That would be nice. You've got a Maze Mind Tome as well. Yeah. Nice. But it might be a slower game. It's what colour's that? Yeah, so it is a Boros deck. It's just usually quite quick. Now Thran Spider could play into his hands a wee bit here, and okay, he's got a Terisian Dig Site. Interesting. I didn't play mine. I was just scared of not having enough coloured mana. Right. So yes, he could sacrifice something and be a 3/4. 3. Yeah. I'm gonna play into his hands maybe and play a Thran Spider, but that's my best option. It's gonna help me as well, so he's gonna scry there. Okay. Oh, right. Loads of card draw. Beautiful. Right. What I'd really like now is a land. I'm going to look for a land with Curate on my turn, so I don't have counter magic up, but we don't always have that. I want both of these lands. That's perfect. We could Archaeologist. Or I could swing in for 2 damage. Is that going to be worth it? I say yes. We could sort of pretend to have a scatter ray. So yeah, don't want to play an Archaeologist and mill the land off the top. We just want our land drops at this point. He could play something horrendous here. Junkyard Genius is quite nasty. So we can play Archaeologist and still have counter magic up. Seems okay. Haven't used the Thran Spider ability yet. Looks like it costs 7. Okay. Deadly Riposte. We've got a Deadly Riposte. Let's take a Subjugation for something a bit meatier. Razorlash Transmogrant. Yep, not much point countering that. It's going to go to the graveyard and then he's going to... Oh, that's worth countering. Nice bit of card advantage and ramp he's got going here. 4 Power Stones already. Okay, I gave him one of those Power Stones. If you didn't play a card from exile, you make a Power Stone token. That's why he's got so many Power Stones. And we've drawn a land, which is actually quite good. I'm quite happy about that. I want another Archaeologist. There's a Terisian Mindbreaker. We can't play it yet. He might have a way of getting to eat it. Exile it from graveyard. Yeah, I could be swinging with a Levitating Statue. I think I need it on defense, to be honest. I'm not going to win by reducing his life total this game, I think. Let's see, I'm on 6 mana. I just need 1 more mana for my board sweeper, which could be pretty good here. Starting to look like it could be amazing. Okay. Trying to think what I don't have anything to do end of turn here. Okay, my turn. Okay, Ivory Tower. Alright, Ivory. We'll get it into play. It pumps my statue. Are we scared of Decay's Onulet because it's a big 4/4 creature? He knows I've got Weakstone Subjugation. No, let's. If we don't have to. If we don't have to do stuff, let's not do stuff. We've got an Ivory Tower. Now I could have done my Mindbreaker that turn actually. He's got Repair and Recharge. That makes me very scared. Yeah, he's got The 5/5 flyer back. Okay. Glad I didn't use my Weakstone Subjugation. Okay, that is a 5/4 Death Touch. That's quite scary. Okay. Nobody attacking, you say? Okay. Alright. Okay, Union of the Third Path. Gains me 3 life, draws a card. We want to get to land number 7. We do this now. Get Scatter Ray. We can Weakstone Subjugation the Dragon Engine. That's the thing that's going to hurt the most here. So let's do that. We'll tap out. Won't be able to activate our statue. He can give everything menace. I might be dead. It's a lot of damage coming in. I suppose I'm on 24 life. Okay, let's auto-pay that. No attacks. Aeronaut's Wings, something. Fallaji Vanguard, okay. Aeronaut's Wings is happening. That becomes an 8/4 flyer. Okay, that's not good. Is he sacrificing? No, he's just going to swing in the air. Okay, Thran Spider could chomp block here. Yeah, because I think that's his job, just to soak up 8 damage from a big flyer at some point. That said, next turn we can Deadly Riposte, and yeah, we'll take the damage actually. We'll take the damage because we've got a slightly better move next turn. If he tries the same thing again. Got Static Net as well. We're not drawing that land. Do we Terisian Mindbreaker? 18 cards left. Can we afford to do that? Right, it's dodgy, I think, because we want to activate this Deadly Riposte, potentially Scatter Ray something. It won't work, will it? Because that said, Coring Warplow is. Yeah, we could Static Net it. Let's do it. Maybe that was a mistake. But it does get me another thingy. Get rid of his biggest creature. Gain 2 life. Get a Power Stone token. Sacrifice it. Okay. Does me point of damage. Fair enough. Next. No attacks. Enter. Chances of me countering anything with Scatter Ray is low. That is a shame. Okay, that got killed. Yeah, that makes sense. Do that. Give everything menace. It's a lot of damage. Bit of reunion is more stuff as well. Yeah, it's pretty wild, the amount of stuff he can do. Obviously getting Maze My Tome into Visions of Phyrexia, getting 3 cards a turn compared to 1 card a turn is tricky. Okay. I think I can't even... I could counterspell that. Because I think he's only got 3 mana up. And he can also do haste and attack with that. So that's getting flying. Okay. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, those aren't attacking. But everything's got menace, which is a problem. Right. Okay, this thing is... The Fallaji Vanguard is just really annoying, I think. The Strongball's really annoying. And he can push out a fair amount an extra point of damage. This, yeah, okay, Deadly Riposte on you. We can only block one of these creatures, so we're taking 9, 13, 17. They've all got menace, right? Yeah. And that guy can come back. Right. Yeah. Okay. Block of 4. That shouldn't be able to block. Yeah. Just thought I'd try that out. And that is a 13 damage. Potentially 1 more if he uses his Strongball. I'm just have to see if we can top deck a land. Can we top deck a land? No. No, we got stuck on 6 land. We have milled probably a few land off the top. There's how much in the graveyard? 2. We did mill 2 land off the top. 6, 8. So there's 9 more land in there. It's more land than cards, actually. So usually not a problem not reaching 7 mana, but yeah, unfortunately it's been deadly in this case. Would have been nice to cast Hurkyl's Final Meditation, I think. Actually see what it can do. Terisian Mindbreaker. I suppose we could have tried to do that earlier. Do we want to do it just for fun? Yes. Yes, we do. What else do you have in the deck? Yep, here are the Dunes. Bunch of stuff. I'll tell you what, Ivory Tower has been an absolute dead loss. I still haven't gained a life point from it. You need a lot of card draw, I think, for it to work. Well, you need to get it in your opening hand for it to work, I think. We just, I'm not playing the third path savants. Maybe that's what you need to fill your hand up. Okay. So it's finished on 4 cards. I've got 15. Obviously, I've milled. I think it was 7 cards. I think there was a point in the game I could have milled 9 or 10 cards. So I don't think milling earlier. It wouldn't quite have won me the game. Just thinking about what I can double block here. So that's actually 7 power. Block like that. Just double check. Oh yeah, I can block there because the genius does not get menace, right? It does not get bomb, does not get menace. So interesting. That was Maze My Tome on turn 2 into Visions of Phyrexia at turn 4, I guess, or thereabouts. Basically getting 3 cards a turn, or a Power Stone token. So that's turns out to be quite a powerful start, especially if I can't hit my 7th land for my board sweeper. But there you go. That's the first loss. Now, am I going to just give up on Ivory Tower? Because every time I've drawn it late game, when I'm down to about 3 cards, I think it's just not going to work in this deck too well. And then we just think about what to replace it with. There is Mightstone animation, which could give Levitating Statue a really big boost. If we want to kill, it's going to be plus base power toughness for. Yeah, it's going to be a +3/+3, well +4/+4 because it's also a non-creature spell. So that could be, a bit more aggressive. It might close out the game surprisingly quickly. So, and it's a non-creature spell, so I think that might be good. But don't get me wrong, Ivory Tower in the opening hand could be fantastic, but it's probably just too risky. If it was a cantrip, then it wouldn't be. You could sacrifice it late game for a card. It'd be all right, but it's been a complete dead loss. I think all 3 times I've drawn it. Okay, we've got 2 archaeologists, the Disenchant Scatter Ray. Okay. Do we want to hold up Scatter Ray on turn 2? I suppose we'll see if he plays turn 1 creature, turn 2 creature. No turn 1 creature. It's got the Blanchwood Prowler. It's not the scariest thing in the world. I think I'm going to hold up my counterspell mana. Potentially play my... Oh. Ha. Okay. Does not counter enchantments. But we can stop 3 damage, so we feel okay about that. Deadly Riposte. No, don't do Deadly Riposte. So I think, yeah, we drew Curate. We drew Curate. We want to obviously get a second blue so we can play an Archaeologist and hold up our Scatter Ray. Okay, he's playing Swamps as well. Fair enough. And we will Curate. Great. I think, yeah, want both those lands. And now we can play a blocker. Oh yes, please. But we'll hold up our counter magic. So right, 5 mana. I will block. Giant Growth. Disfigure. Okay. Do we care about that? I can Deadly Riposte his 1/1. It doesn't feel good. And I can't counterspell his follow-up creature. Well, let's do this. Unless he top decked a creature. He won't have a follow-up, because he would have played it last turn, right? Oh wow, he's going to Gaia's Gift that. Okay, we're really using a lot of resources on this fight. It's quite impressive. Okie doke. So I think, yeah, let's get the Levitating Statue going. Or he's maybe playing around my counterspell, but if he was, then maybe he'd have played the creature last turn. Okay. Yeah, still no creature. Fair enough. Wow, okay, we had 3 land on top. Interesting. I think I feel okay about getting rid of that land. I mean, unless I don't hit a 3rd island for Hurkyl's Final Meditation, that would be annoying. We have lost a few islands. There's 3 in the graveyard. Okay, we have the Sarenth Steel Seeker. Whenever he plays an artifact, he can look at the top card. So that gives him a card advantage. And this does a 4-point thingy. So yeah, okay, we'll I think stop that. Put a stop to that business. In the long run, that's, you know, he's going to get through his deck quicker, and I assume he's got lots of artifacts and things. He lost an overwhelming remorse with his mill, so that's nice. Okay, now we have a difficult decision, I think. Okay, we'll just we won't play the Archaeologist. Gonna wait for the third island. He might have a removal spell. We'll see what happens here. That's the one problem with just going aggressive with a statue too early. It's vulnerable to things like disfigure. You end up using your counter magic to protect it, and then they play some huge threat the next turn. So that was probably a bad idea, but I was bored. Okay, right, big huge creature. No. There's an island. That's very good. That's Archaeologist. Interesting. Mightstone's animation, you say. So if I do this on here, he knows I don't have a... Oh, right. I didn't need to play that land. I was still thinking, oh, I've got to activate him. No, I don't. So my union of the third path doesn't look quite so clever now, but there you go. We've got rid of quite a lot of land. We've got, crucially, enough land for Hurkyl's final meditation, if it comes to it. Okay, right. I'll gain 1 life point from this. I think that's fine. Draw a card, pump up the Levitating Statue. Oh, there. Speak of the devil. Let's see if he's got something. I mean, this is just what Mightstone's animation was supposed to do, just speed up the clock when I have a Levitating Statue or something. Got there. Yeah, I don't miss the Ivory Tower. Fair to say. Okay. Hello, Mythic player. Okay, well, yep, Levitating Statue opening hand. I don't know what's going on here, but I like it. Right. He has a Springleaf Drum. Ooh. Nice. Okay. I'll go with a statue first. And then I will miss my land drop. Okay. I'll hold up counterspell mana and counterspell creature. Okay, there we go. That's some stuff. And we've got a counterspell, another counterspell, so that's cool. Burnished Hart lets him ramp a lot, and that's probably going to be bad. So let's counterspell that. I'm going to miss a land drop here, just representing a counterspell. Okay, bit of ramp. Do Union of the Third Path. Okay, Deadly Riposte. We didn't hit a land. We could start hitting him. I think I do nothing. Okay, he's hit 3 colours, nice. Titania, Voice of Gaia, that's terrifying. Okay. Wonder if he's got the combo. So that's reach whenever one of our land cards. So put it into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain 2 life. If there's 4 or more land cards in the graveyard and you own Argos Sanctum of Nature, then you can transform it. So it's a 3/4 reach that occasionally will gain him 2 life. Basically, I go over to my turn. We draw a land. Okay, how greedy and aggressive do we want to be? So we could just go for Mightstone's animation and swing for a bunch of damage. I'm just thinking about... He's got 2 creatures in the graveyard. Overwhelming Remorse costs 1 less per creature in graveyard, so it costs 3 Overwhelming Remorse. So he has, with Springleaf Drum, he can cast it. Right. Just to establish that. So that's... I'm going to take the risk. This isn't my whole strategy. Trying to get a win with the this dude. So I'm comfortable taking the risk here. He can block it. And he's got Gaia's Gift. Interesting. He did have something. Skyfisher Spider. Oh god, right. Sacrifice that and kill that. Fair enough. Alright. No worries. So 4/5 reach, pretty threatening. I think I want to just subjugate that. Deadly Riposte on this. I think I'll do Union of the Third Path first. Yeah. And then we'll just chuck a Subjugate on that. So, only drawback of killing the spider. I'm a bit worried he'll bring it back. and kill some. Be able to kill something else. Okay, we've hit 6 mana. Right, how about just a Deadly Riposte? I will kill the spider. Before he finds another spell. He's going to gain some life, okay. I think I want to play one blocker, so I'll play this guy. Ooh, Deadly Riposte. I think I'll have that, thank you very much. And he knows I've got it, I'll just blow up the 3/2. Can't block that. Okay. Right. I need to find a land drop, so I'm going to curate for land. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. And we know what's on top. Yeah, we know what's on top. So I don't want to mill the cards that are underneath it. I think I'll happily just take 3 damage here. Okay. And oh yeah, we can play a Terisian Mindbreaker. That's the other thing we can do when we hit 7 land. So yeah, and he's got 1 card there. So let's go for that. He's got 1 card. He's top decking something. He might have a removal card. One of them is land, and he can double block this, I suppose. Okay, let's play an island. You can double block it and kill it, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. Oh, we found all of his Masks of the Jade Crafter. Okay. And what do we want to do here? Let's Fallaji Archaeologist and find some useful things to do. Okay, let's do another one. Static net, yes please. And end the turn. Okay, he's going to play that. He's not going to play his Masks of the Jade Crafter. Fair enough. Okie doke, let's go ahead and play this. Right, Loran of the Third Path. Let's pop something here. Scrapbook Cohort. We obviously want to make this person draw some more cards, so yeah, we'll just pop the Cohort. Okay, and he gets a chunky creature of some kind. I've only got 8 cards left, by the way. Soul Guide Lantern, exile that. Yeah. Got a mill win there, basically. Haven't seen much Mindbreaker action. That's the thing, maybe the first time I was able to cast it, attack with it, and then unearth it and attack again. Okay, 6 wins. We've matched the last 2 runs with this one. Suppose it's maybe a little bit under the radar, the control deck, blue-white control mill deck. But I think I've lost to it myself. But that feels pretty good, taking a mythic scalp there. Not sure. I may have beaten a mythic player before. I'm not sure. Wow. What are the chances? A Levitating Statue opening hand again. I'm not complaining. And we get Scatter Ray early as well. This is a good opening hand, I think. And we can even curate to, if in an emergency, to look for a 3rd land. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, here we go. Let's see, he could have Disenchant if he's playing white. Ooh, aggressive. 3/1 creature. Now, let's not get distracted. Okay, yeah, that's a good 2-drop creature. We'll have to just take the damage here. We could, of course, trade off, but we're not going to. The Ocean Dissident gets the Scatter Ray. Yeah, this obviously pumps up creatures over time, which is pretty scary. Okay, Thran Spider is a good blocker. So I have to sort of reveal the fact that I don't have maybe another counterspell, but I think that's reasonable. Warlord's Elite, nice. So Loran could pop a Mindworker. Right, I'm thinking I should Loran of the 3rd path. Union of the 3rd path, I mean. Draw a card, try and make a land drop. Rather than Curate. Maybe Curate draws a card. So Curate's fine. Let's do that. Let's make a land drop. Another Union of the 3rd path. Another Coastal Bulwark. Well, Coastal Bulwark is a 3/3 that I can block with, so all right, we'll go for that. We could double block, but I think it's risky. I'll just say no blocks to that for the moment. I think now I'll do Union of the 3rd path. Play that. Could play an Archaeologist. So this guy's 4/4. Just thinking, can we play around a Giant Growth? No. I think we'll keep the mana open and use probably the Coastal Bulwark here. Okay, I think I won't risk it. Again, let it through. And then activate this. That's disenchanted, okay. Island. Okay, I'll skip the island. Hopefully we'll not regret that, because we are on, basically got 6 mana. Let's Archaeologist and look for another card. Okay, found Mightstone's animation. So let's go ahead and animate our Power Stone. And then we can... We've got a 4/4 blocker. I even draw a card, which is nice. That's another island, so Hurkyl's Final Meditation is going to be castable. That's a big creature. Okay. Okay, yeah, so you have tapped out. I don't have to trade this off. I can trade off like this, as long as I'm not forgetting something. That has Ward 4, that's incredible. I've got to pay 6 mana to Deadly Riposte that. Or, just looking at my hand again, Loran plus 4. Yeah, I have 7 mana. So that seems good. Let's do that. Best Loran of the Third Path ever, I think. I hope that says 4. It is very, very small. So he gets 8 mana. So this doesn't have Unearth. Okay, do I just start attacking here? He could double block. I wouldn't mind that trade at all. Okay, gets 2 Power Stones. Okay, let's just Union of the Third Path straight away. We could have done that end of turn. Play land. Yeah, let's make a land drop. And then I'm on 16 cards and he's on 27. This is a potential problem. Right, okay, let's start drawing cards. Probably could have... Oh, there's another... And let's activate this just to see what's on top. Okay, that's fine. And then my turn. Do I want to mill myself and potentially lose the crucial creature? Actually, let's check if we lost it already and didn't notice. Yeah, there's no way we can play Fallaji Archaeologist, I think. I think I want to try and kill him, so let's swing in. Okay, let's use this one ever so carefully. That's the boy. And let's use this one. Draw it. And over to my turn. And let's play a plains, and let's play this guy. No, not this guy. This guy. And that should be that, really. Unless he can kill it. He's got 2 removal spells to kill it. He's on 24, I'm on 12. Okay, end turn. Okay, I'll give you an Avenger, so that's going to be a 4/4 flyer. I can disenchant it though. It's a very good target for disenchant. Okay, let's see if he's got anything else scary. He's got static net. That is scary because that could take out my creature I'm relying on. So I don't know what he's going to target with it. I will have. Tell you what, I can disenchant it, can't I? But then I can't stop the Avenger. Okay, right, yeah. Urza's Rebuff the static net. It's a good way round to cast those 2 spells. That gave me a problem. Okay, we're going to keep drawing cards. Now, I could have let him draw a protection card there to stop my disenchant. That's just the... that's potentially a hazard I've just run into there. But I'm going to try just disenchanting now and see if I've messed up. Okay, good. We were not punished. Still not keen on playing that Archaeologist. I'll swing in with a 4/4. I mean, this is looking like another long game, isn't it? So he's got life gain as well. And we've got to try and turn around this the deck deficit. Okay, what's this? Oh, you can get flying with that. I don't like that. Right, what are we doing? We are using... Now we're going to just use Keeper of the Cadence to put all of my things back in the deck. I like a Thran Spider, for example. Oh, a Levitating Statue might be even better. Let's do that again. Thran Spider, please. There we go. Okay, and now let's draw a card. Okay, another Deadly Riposte. Let's Surveil. Okay, that's not bad. And is it Archaeologist time? No. No need to play that. I'm going to swing in with a 4/4. Okay, fair enough. He definitely kill that. 100% kill that. And wonderful. We killed the thing that gives him flying. Okay, end the turn there. Okay, draw a card. We found it. Okay, we'll Surveil as well. Why not? Static net, sure. That seems good. And yeah, we're using this guy as well. Let's not mess about your graveyard, don't do his graveyard. And there's his rebuff. Seems good. Your graveyard. Disenchant might be good. It's possible. And we do it again. And we want to put... Now we'll put Curate on the bottom. Not that that's... Just going to bulk out the deck with whatever's on there. And yeah, so we'll play our Terisian Mindbreaker, and that's going to be that. You might be able to exile it. We'll just see. So I've got 11 cards left to his 18. Gothian Sprite. Pretty good one. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. And he's conceded there. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm going to say that was another win for the Mindbreaker. And good decision to put the 5 mana 2/5 in. Otherwise, he definitely had a... I was potentially going to mill myself to death there. Okay, well, I believe, yeah, 7 wins, 1 loss with the mill deck. Excuse me. It's a bit crazy and out of left field, I suppose. Not many people set up to deal with it. So the deck we lost to got the Mightstone Tome, I guess turn 2 or 3, and then Visions of Phyrexia turn 4, which is, so it's like he's drawing 2. He's playing, yeah, he's getting 2 or 3 cards a turn, or he's if he's not getting a card off Visions of Phyrexia, he's getting a Power Stone token. So it's helping him ramp everything out. And I think the crazy thing it was, I might have been able to counterspell Visions of Phyrexia, or maybe I could have disenchanted the Mightstone Tome early on, but I thought, nah, I'll save this stuff for his threats. But yeah, that would have slowed him down a bit. Yeah, but that was definitely fun. So if you open up a draft and your first 2 rares are Terisian Mindbreaker, Hurkyl's Final Meditation, this could definitely be a deck. Though, funnily enough, we never got to play Hurkyl's Final Meditation. That would have been fun. We got so close. The game I lost, I was stuck on 6 mana. For the life of me, could not find the 7th land. I think I had 15 or 20 cards left in the deck. I'd gone through half the deck. Had probably milled a bit of land with my archaeologists. That's sort of a bit of a drawback with these guys. But yeah, that was very different. That was a lot of fun. Maybe not so much fun for my opponents. I think maybe I hogged all the fun with this deck. Definitely not something I've enjoyed playing against. Pretty sure I've added it, but let's do it again. So we'll claim that one, and we got, oh, nice chunk of gems. Anyway, I think that is a video. I'll see if I can do a few more of these drafts this week, but I'm very busy, unfortunately, and this is only up for a week. I was hoping I would spend all of my gold on drafts, but realistically, I'll probably do at least four, maybe 5 more drafts. I'll see how much time I have. Anyway, thanks for watching.